Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you already know that the 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The Green Bay Packers, a franchise with a storied history, are once again at a critical juncture. After a series of strategic moves during the offseason, including the blockbuster trade with the Dallas Cowboys for Micah Parsons, the Packers are clearly signaling their intent to contend. But that move also came with some sacrifices, notably parting ways with Kenny Clark, which left their interior defensive line a bit more vulnerable. So naturally, the question on everyone's mind is, what can they do to shore up that line and make sure they're ready for the grueling battles ahead? Well, recent reports and rumors suggest that the Packers are eyeing a very promising addition, someone who could be a game-changer on the defensive interior, Christian Wilkins. Now, Christian Wilkins is a name that has been making waves across the league, especially after his release from the Las Vegas Raiders earlier this offseason. And let me tell you, his departure from Vegas wasn't just a typical roster shuffle. It sparked a lot of debate about what exactly happened. The main issue cited was his foot injury, and whether or not he needed further surgery. It's no secret that injuries can be a major concern for players at this stage of their careers, especially for someone like Wilkins, who's been a consistent presence on the defensive line for the Dolphins and Raiders over the past 6 seasons. But if Wilkins can prove that his foot is healthy and that he doesn't need any more procedures, then he becomes a very attractive target for teams looking to bolster their defensive front. And when we talk about potential fits, the Green Bay Packers stand out as a particularly logical and strategic landing spot. Think about it. The Packers have gone all in this season, making bold moves to build a team capable of competing at the highest level. Their trade for Micah Parsons was a clear statement. They want elite talent on defense, players who can disrupt defenses and create chaos in the backfield. But that trade also meant parting with Kenny Clark, a cornerstone of their defensive line. So naturally, fans and analysts are wondering how they'll fill that void and restore the interior strength of the defensive line. Well, signing Christian Wilkins would be a huge step in that direction. Looking at Wilkins' career stats and impact, it's hard to ignore how valuable he's been on the field. Over his 6 NFL seasons, he's accumulated 182 pressures, 28 sacks, and 205 stops. Those numbers aren't just impressive, they highlight his ability to generate consistent disruption, to create havoc in the middle of the line, and to put opposing quarterbacks under pressure. Wilkins' strength, agility, and relentless motor make him a force to be reckoned with, especially when paired with someone like Micah Parsons. The duo could be a nightmare for offensive lines across the league, forcing teams to double-team one or the other, which would open up opportunities for other players on the line like Devon Wyatt, Karl Brooks, Nazir Stackhouse, and Colby Wooden. And that's precisely why the Packers should be so interested in Wilkins. His signing wouldn't just plug a hole, it would elevate the entire defense. Imagine Wilkins and Parsons creating stress on opposing offenses from the inside and outside, respectively. That kind of pressure can lead to turnovers, sacks, and missed opportunities for the offense to capitalize. Plus, Wilkins' presence could be instrumental in helping develop younger players like Devon Wyatt and Colby Wooden, giving the team a more balanced and formidable defensive front. Of course, the decision to sign Wilkins isn't just about his past production, it's about his health and his future potential. If he can demonstrate that he's fully recovered from his injury and ready to contribute at a high level, the Packers will have a major advantage over their rivals in the NFC North. The division has become increasingly competitive, with teams like the Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions making significant moves to improve their rosters. So, for Green Bay, locking in a player like Wilkins could be the difference maker that propels them to the top of the division and into serious Super Bowl contention. Now, it's also worth noting that the Packers are in a unique position this season. With Jordan Love entering what many are calling his prime, the team's window for success is wide open. They have the offensive weapons, the coaching staff that's proven capable of developing talent, and now they're looking to complete the puzzle with a dominant defensive line. Signing Christian Wilkins would send a clear message to the rest of the league. Green Bay isn't just here to compete, they're here to dominate. And let's not forget, this isn't just about adding another player. Wilkins' signing could be a strategic move that influences the entire defensive philosophy of the team. It would likely lead to more aggressive schemes, more blitzes, and a more aggressive approach overall. That kind of mentality is exactly what championship teams need, players who are not afraid to take risks and play with relentless energy. Wilkins embodies that kind of attitude, and his presence on the field could elevate the entire defense. So, as fans, we should be excited about the possibility. The Packers are clearly making bold moves, and bringing in Wilkins would be a statement that they're serious about winning now. It's a move that could help them finally break through and return to the Super Bowl stage, something fans have been dreaming about since their last appearance. But it also means that the competition in the NFC North is about to get even fiercer. The division has become a battleground, with top-tier talent on all sides, and a player like Wilkins could be the X factor that tips the scales in Green Bay's favor. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Packers' front office is likely considering every possible option to strengthen the roster. They're analyzing film, talking to agents, and weighing the health reports of players like Wilkins. It's a complex puzzle, but the potential reward is enormous. Signing Wilkins could be the move that brings the team together, creates a new identity on defense, and sets them up for a deep playoff run. And for us fans, it's an exciting time. We've seen this team go through ups and downs, but with moves like this, the future looks promising, full of hope and anticipation for what's to come. And I want to emphasize once again how crucial this signing could be. Christian Wilkins isn't just a good player, he's a difference maker. His impact on the field over the years has shown that he can change games with his relentless pursuit of the quarterback and his ability to clog running lanes. For the Packers, bringing him in means upgrading a key position, adding depth, and creating a more intimidating presence on defense. It's exactly the kind of move that separates good teams from great ones, and the Packers have the resources and the motivation to make it happen. Now, I know many of you are probably wondering about the latest updates on Wilkins' health status and contract negotiations. While nothing is confirmed yet, the signs point to a very real possibility that the Packers are seriously interested. His availability and willingness to sign with Green Bay could hinge on his recovery from his injury, but if he can pass the medical evaluations, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in a Packers uniform very soon. The team's front office has always been proactive in making big moves, and this could be one of the most impactful of the offseason. As fans, we should be excited about the potential this move holds. It's not just about filling a roster spot, it's about elevating the entire team to a new level. It's about creating a defense that can challenge anyone in the league and giving Jordan Love the support he needs to succeed. The Packers have a rich history of building tough, resilient teams, and adding Christian Wilkins would be a continuation of that legacy. So stay tuned, because the next few weeks could be crucial in shaping the identity of the 2025 Green Bay Packers. This is a franchise that's always been about perseverance, passion, and winning, and with moves like this, I truly believe they're on the path to something special. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Do you believe Christian Wilkins is the missing piece for this team? How do you see him fitting into the defensive scheme? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the success of this channel. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and news about the Green Bay Packers. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's keep this passion alive. The season is approaching, and the excitement is building. This is the year the Packers could make a real statement, and with players like Wilkins, they might just do it. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go!